Got some confessions going on here today. In fact, we usually like to give you something to chew on. The one that we had given you was, who are you avoiding and why?
A lot of people.
Yeah. Who do you want to confess to avoiding, Jay Bird?
A lot of ex-girlfriends, I'm going to guess.
Not a lot of ex-girlfriends. Not a lot, but there's, I would say, one or two.
There's a select aggressive few.
If I was in Publix and I happened to turn around the corner and they were there and it would...
Homie would hit the deck and crawl out.
It's an uncomfortable situation that I would not want to be in. I'd roll with it, baby.
Yeah.
But I would not internally be that pumped about it.
Yeah. I always have that where I have somebody that they kind of want me to do something or purchase something that they have. And I don't know what it is, man. I always have that knack. I've had somebody that's been kind of wearing me down and be like, hey, man, you should really get this. I'm like, I'll consider
Pitch friend.
Yes, pitch
They're
friend.
always pitching something, and it involves you and parting with your cash.
It involves you, something probably very uncomfortable for the show to get involved with that it would only benefit that person, but none of KVJ Nation.
And they're trying to make it sound like it's be great for you, but you know you don't want this thing.
And it puts you in a very uncomfortable spot. Brother, I know.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
And then you always see Pitch Friend.
Pitch friend, I feel like they got a tracking device on me.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah, I had a Pitch Friend one time. I had something that was kind of like hanging out there, and I just was walking through a bar, and I look around, they're like, hey. And I'm
like a ninja.
They're like, hey, can I buy you a beer? I'm like,
no,
man. Oh, jeez, wow.
I know this ain't no free beer.
Yeah, right.
There's no free beer with you.
Your beer will cut you a bitch. Okay, so we asked on the anonymous app, who are you avoiding and why? One person said, I'm avoiding an ex-coworker. She gives me single white female vibes, and it scares the hell out of me.
That's real.
Elsa said, I'm avoiding the cashier at my Publix because she always comments when I buy the BOGO wines. Do you ever get that kind of guilt from somebody at a store and you know?
That's a lot of balls, okay?
Right.
Publix cashier. If I'm getting BOGO wine all the time, that just means I'm watching my pennies. I don't need judgment from you at the checkout.
I told you about the one place. I have to go there at times, but I faked like I was British because I didn't want to deal with them. I had a mask on. Remember that?
Yeah.
This person was that annoying to deal with that it was during, where people would wear masks out. So I was able to, with my long hair, have a mask on and talk British. And I fooled him for a few. And then he called me out on it.
Oh.
It was very uncomfortable.
What did they say? How'd they call you out?
They said,
Is that you, Jay Bird?
that was exactly
Oh,
it.
wow.
And I tried to go with it, still go, it's all Jay Bird. What are you
It's not
talking
Jay
about?
Bird.
Hey, I knew that was you, Jay Bird. I was like, hey, what's going on, man? I got out of there so quick.
Wow.
But that's how annoying the person was.
Well, maybe you need to be better with your British.
Yeah.
I got lazy with my British. I did. I went through the motions the last round of British.
Somebody confessed that they're trying to avoid everyone. They said, I slept with my ex last night who broke my heart and all my friends hate. And when they know it, they will give me a hard time.
Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm. You have that poisonous person all your friends hate. You just can't help yourself. You always go running back to. That apparently is what happened there.
Oh.
Some other just random confessions people always hit us up with. You can text them in, 877-979-WRMF. This one says, when my son was little, we would often shower together. One time he was staring at my penis and said, it's so big. To this day, it's one of my proudest moments as a parent. It's all perspective, man.
It is all perspective.
It is. Very nice. Somebody confessing here saying, I recently signed up to a site for married people looking for affairs.
Ashley Madison.
Mm-hmm. They said, I'm actually single, but it works so much better than dating apps. When I don't want to see somebody again, I just tell them that I got busted by my wife.
Wow, that's scandalous.
Okay.
Imagine that. People on that website are scandalous.
I know, right? Somebody said, I've moved in with my girlfriend of 4 months. She showed me that she has a box of her childhood teeth. But as I looked more closely, I realized that there were 5 canines in there. Don't you only have like 2? Time to leave.
How do we know she don't have some weird teeth thing? I got an extra bone on my
Yeah,
foot.
some people have extra teeth
Did
and
somebody have 5 canines?
different looking teeth.
Or is she collecting someone else's teeth?
I can't speak on canines, but I can't speak on feet bone or a foot
can.
bone. Yeah.
He does have extra bones in his foot. It's been documented.
Okay.
Me and my mom, she gave it to me.
Somebody confessed here. They said, my husband opened a new gallon of milk when there was still some left in the old one. And I asked why, and he said there wasn't enough in the old one for a full glass, and he didn't want to mix the milk of 2 different cows. Huh?
I get it. It's not about the cows. It's about mixing old with the new. I totally understand that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to clash? Is it like what, salt water and fresh water coming together?
You know how some things are a little bit more fresher?
No, I'd be pissed. If there was still good milk, you got to use up all the good milk. And even if you have to add a little new milk to the old milk, you don't waste old milk.
Who's saying he's wasting it? He's just not drinking the old milk right this second. The old
Why
milk
is he so special that he gets the new milk and everybody else has to have the old milk?
This is why I'm glad I live alone.
Yeah, it's much better. You can mix.
I can
or
have,
not mix.
I could have chocolate milk if I wanted.
Yeah. Somebody confessing here, they said, my wife wants to homeschool our child, but I don't think she's very smart, and I'm scared that she won't teach our kids well.
Dang, that's a real fear.
Whoa, what do you do?
Well, if you're dumb,
Oh, man, I guess you don't realize it.
you don't know you're dumb.
I'm going to just homeschool the kids.
That stinks. You don't have faith.
Well, maybe she can handle like kindergarten and first grade, but after that,
Man, oh,
you got to
man.
call in an expert.
Let me see. Somebody confessing here, they said, I had a boyfriend for 5 years, and years later I had a threesome with his sister and her husband.
What?
Wait, say that again and just
They had a boyfriend
slow
for
it down.
5 years. I guess they break up, and years later she winds up having a threesome with his sister and her husband.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
You like that?
Very steamy.
A little
Yeah.
close for comfort, huh?
If your ex-boyfriend ever finds out, he's going to be real skeeved out.
Does he? I mean, do you care? He's your ex.
Yeah, maybe he won't care.
But I'm
Okay.
saying, why would you care? He's your ex.
It's your sibling.
I hear you. I think maybe I'm confused by the. There's a
Okay,
lot going on there.
so-
yeah. Do it in my world.
Your ex-girlfriend goes and hooks up with Tina and her man in
That
a threesome.
that would be.
And then you find out about it at Christmas.
How would
Well, now that the fact that I'm in the equation,
Yeah.
it is a terrible thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like that.
Now
you
she's
imagine
weirded
that?
out.
Tina.
Tina
Yeah.
and her
Oh.
man, I mean, they do the dirtiest of things.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Wow, I'm out.
and you're all sitting around, you're drinking, and they're telling you the details.
That would be horrible.
They had so much fun with your ex toy.
Wow.
Gosh.
Do you think this is kind of blew Jaybird's mind?
We
huh?
made it too real for
Yeah.
Oh,
him.
you really?
Yeah.
So Judy turns this into a scenario.
That's what it was. Steamy one, huh?
I love it.
He thought it was steamy when it wasn't him.
Right.
Yeah, well, that's what, exactly.
Too close for comfort.
Get you a real dog.
Yeah. What do you think about this? Is this dude smart? He says, when I go on a first date, I often tell him that I'm going to be coming straight from a wedding. He says, it explains why I'm in a suit, because that's when I look my best, and then it's why I've had a few drinks, because it settles my nerves. But what if it's Tuesday?
Yeah, I mean, maybe for the first date that'll work, but you can't keep doing that.
Yeah, what are you doing?
And it's a lot. Mm-hmm. Why don't you tell her you're going to take her someplace fancy and wear a suit?
You might not be ready to date.
Yeah,
I don't know.
probably not.
And don't have too many drinks before you go on a first date. It's not wise.
That's hilarious. It's always funny to hear you give adult drink statements.
I mean, order a martini as soon as you get there. But if you pregame, then you're going to show up drunk, and that's not good on a first date. I'm sorry. I believe in drinks. I love to have lots of them. I do not think it's smart to show up hammered for your first date.
You wait. You know, the second date, Kevin.
And this confession here, this plan backfired a bit, says, I was at the beach that had a really disgusting restroom, and I had to go number 2 so bad. So I swam out in the ocean as far as I could, and I let it all go. Unfortunately, as soon as I finished, a wave picked me up and reunited me with my poo. Not so sure I'm ever going to do that plan again.
They are right. The beach bathrooms are gnarly, man.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe it's not a great idea to go and take a dump in the ocean. Just
Brown
saying.
waves.
Yeah.